Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
So just about set now, and starting in this one, Jose Quintana. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Jorge Mateo leading things off and takes a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Off the mark there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Lindor. 1 out in the top of the first. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for errors. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Quintana, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. The pitch. Rips that one to right. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Here is James McCann.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Fastball for a strike. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
And a foul ball. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. And a pitch. In the air, center field. Taylor drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang, play to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill in this one, Corbin Burns. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
The The pitch. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. And the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that wall.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now the rookie second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Splits the plate. That's strike one. That one the other way. Throws to first in time. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Mets lineup now. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Luis Angel Acuna.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. And down on strikes. Out number two. Here's Pete Alonso.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
J.D. Martinez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. The pitch. That one fouled off. O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Eloy Jimenez.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with the knock in this one.
Makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. On the ground, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. Over to Alonso. Double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no second. It's the Mets 1 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch in there at the knees, and that's strike one.
Boog, anytime we broadcast a game with Burns pitching, we expect to see a lot of strikeouts. His ability to pull hitters, it's a real gift, man, and he generates swings and misses thanks to that filthy slider of his. The best way to hit that slider is just don't miss the fastball.
And that skips into dirt. Out to center. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Now it's DJ Stewart. First pitch misses. One out, bases empty. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. And the pitch. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High in the air, out to right. Santander puts it away. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Hot shot to third. What a play. Inning over. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning, and here is Colton Cowser. The line of the pitch. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep into counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Just off the inside edge.
2-1.
Ripped to short. To first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Cedric.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. First offering, and it just misses. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and they get Mullins for the out.
The batter number 3, second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo now. 0 for 1 so far. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So a man aboard. And stepping in is the speedy Jordan Westburg. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be James McCann. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Center field. Taylor settles under this one. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching back here at Citi Field. Now the third baseman, Trace Thompson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third. Throw is high and over his head.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Lindor in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. And fouled off. And another ball. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball left side. Righty to the plate. That pitch just misses the inside corner. And that's ball 3. Luis Angel Acuna waiting to. Got him! Huge strikeout there. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
2-0.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 2-0. Chop to the left side. Westberg. Out at the plate.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Acuna off of first with 2 away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And the righty deals. That one not close. And the count is 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one missing low. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run. There's a swing and a drive. Back, gone. And they add a couple more. It's 3-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. He wanted to hit, Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
That's the ball.
Alonso takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next
Outside.
pitch is
That's the ball.
outside. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. 2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. That one catches the zone, and now 2 and 2.
2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on to the 4th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Quintana back to work. This one popped up. Lindor should have this one. And there's one down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. The Orioles down by a run, top half of inning number 4. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Shortened up this swing and went right back up the middle.
And next is the designated hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third. Thompson goes to second for 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. No runs, 1 hit. No. Bottom of the 4th. And here is J.D. Martinez. Fought off foul.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Santander tracks it down for the out.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him. So digging in, DJ Stewart flied to right his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Hard hit right side, and that is the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Orioles 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Anthony Santander. And he deals. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning.
That's outside.
That's a great recipe for success right there.
The 1-1. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, the center fielder, Cedric.
So up next, Cedric Mullins.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That's out to center field. Taylor hustling after it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. There's a strike. Taylor goes 6'1", 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2012. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This to third. On to O'Hearn. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next to the net, the third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Trace Thompson. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Got one close, ruled the ball. 1-0.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swung on, looped into center. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. They say it went.
0-2.
And a curve is down and in.
1-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser moving back for this one. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Queens, top of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, James McCann. The wind of the pitch. That one missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. One up, one down.
The batter, number 2.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now back, the first baseman,
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. Just missed.
Pretty frugal guy.
One ball,
He
no
is
strike.
very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
The Mets leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Orioles 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pick.
So a lefty out of the pen, Cionel Perez.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Alonso at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
now back, the
JD Martinez stands in.
Martinez.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. And that's outside. 2 and 1. Right through there for a strike. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead at 3-2. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Eloy Jimenez. Quintana back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez getting ready to go. Raley getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, that's in.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
On the ground to short, Lindor. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose Quintana out of the game, and he really had to grind it out, but he does lead with the lead. New arm on the mound in a moment. Phil Bickford takes over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now a chance for Colton Cowser. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. High fly ball out to center field. Taylor moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now the 17th,
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Ball 1, no strikes. With the tying run at second, here in the second game of the series. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Liner, and that got him. Jump throw across his body. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and they can't get the out. Well, that ball came back and got him pretty good in the chest. As the catcher checks on him, looks like he might be okay, though, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure that stunned him more than anything, Boog. Always scary when we see comebackers like that, but I think it might just turn into a big, nasty bruise.
So the batting order turns over, and into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Gets under and pops it up. On the move towards the line. Snags it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 3 and the Orioles 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. That's inside. On the ground to 3rd. On to O'Hearn. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, DJ Stewart. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. There's the strike at the knees. Comes up empty.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jorge Lopez. He last pitched 2 days ago. And a pitch. In the air, right field. And it's caught for the out.
Next for the Orioles, the catcher,
James McCann, the next to hit for the Orioles. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's smacked on a line to center. And that quickly 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Bounding ball here. Rolls foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Pitch
That's the
misses
ball.
there. And the count even 1-1. Right side, hard hit, jumps, throws, and that is that. 1-2-3, go the Orioles. On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Trace Thompson. As the lefty gets to work, Perez, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
The 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
And down on strikes he goes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So the lineup flips over. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
1-0.
And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
And they're at the knees. And now 3-2.
Full count.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
The pitch. And a good
That's the
eye
ball.
there.
1 ball, no strike.
And here it comes. Just missed. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball.
That's hard hit on the line. It's a bomb. And we are all tied up. It's 3-3. Met fans dealing with heartbreak right now.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Eloy Jimenez, the next to hit for the Orioles. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony.
So digging in, Anthony Santander. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Adrian Hauser, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Peterson, a left-hander, also throwing. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. The pitch. Boots it. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. This one in the air, center field. Hauls it in to end the inning. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Felix Bautista on the pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The kick, the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that's in there for strike one. And downstairs. Gonna count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't.
Got him looking. And 2 away now.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
JD Martinez stands in. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that one for strike 2. Line drive. Cowser makes the catch, and that will end the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. We're in extras here. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And the right-hander back to work. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit. Popped up right side. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Hit in the air, center field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. He pulls into second as a run scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now James McCann. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Out towards left center. Taylor ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yennier Cano.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing it.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
In this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
So the tying run at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him! And one out now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So up next for New York, DJ Stewart.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Splits the plate. That's strike one. A 1-run lead, and we're in the last half of the 10th. And
No, that's
ball
low.
one.
Ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Man at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. Ball game. He powers that one out of here. And the Mets walk it off in extra innings.
To extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line for this afternoon's ball game.